Welcome to my NFL previews for 2013. We're going to start in the AFC East with the New England Patriots. Head coach Bill Belichick heads into his 14th season as a team. He's only had one losing season with the Patriots, and that was his first season. Since Tom Brady's been there, it's been all golden. This team is going to look for Brady to, be Tom Brady and lead an offense that has lost most of its star players over the past few years. Long gone are the days of Randy Moss and Wes Welker, and it doesn't look like they're going to have Gronk for the first half of the season. And Aaron Hernandez, well, that story's been told a million times. He's going to be gone for pretty much ever. So they're going to lean on their stable of running backs. Stephen Ridley is going to be the workhorse. He got over 1,200 yards last year, expecting to finish around with the same total. Well, Shane Vereen offers the Patriots a multi-dimensional back, a back who can catch the ball out of the backfield, much like Kevin Falk used to do for a decade for the Patriots. And then they have an interesting third running back. That's LeGarrette Blount, the former 1,000-yard rusher for the Bucks and Oregon Ducks, has come over in a trade and could be an interesting reclamation project for Bill Belichick. Besides the wide receivers, where the big addition was Danny Amendola. He looks to replace Wes Welker, pretty much the same player. His biggest problem is staying healthy, and it's going to be a test as he's already missed a few days of training camp. And other returning wide receivers include Julian Edelman, who last time when Welker tore his ACL, MCL the last week of the season, it was Edelman who had the huge game in the playoffs but they were eliminated in that game. And then they have deep threat Matthew Slater, who will see most of his snaps on special teams again. Moving to tight end, the Patriots made an interesting signing after they lost the Super Bowl to the Giants. They signed Giants tight end Jake Ballard, who tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, and they stashed him on the IR for a year as he recovered from ACL and microfracture surgery. He could be an interesting player to look at as he will be replacing Gronkowski as the inline tight end. Now, the offensive line, it's been one of the most consistent things New England has had. They've always had great protection for Brady, keeping him upright and opening up running lanes for the ridiculous number of backs they've had go through the New England Patriots system, from Antonio Smith to Antoine Smith to Corey Dillon to Lawrence Maroney and now Stephen Ridley. Moving to defense, it's an interesting defense because they can play both the 4-3 and the 3-4. It was very strong up the middle with Vince Wilfork lining up at the nose tackle, and recent addition Tommy Kelly has always had a good pass rushing game in Oakland, but run defense is a bit of a problem for him. And you move to the linebackers, where they've invested high picks in 3 SEC defenders. We have Brandon Spikes, the thumper in the middle, Hightower on the outside, who when healthy was good last year. His problem was staying on the field. And then Jared Mayo, who just racks up the tackles for the Patriots and is one of the best all-around linebackers in the game. Moving to the pass rush, they have Rob Ninkovich was one of their better pass rushers last year. It'll be interesting to see how he maintains his snaps with Chandler Jones returning, being healthy again. If Chandler Jones is healthy for the entire season, he could be a dynamic pass rusher for the Patriots. John Jones' little brother is apparently the best athlete in the family, and that says something when middle brother Arthur just won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. In the secondary, Aqib Talib, having him for a whole season could be a very important move, as he gives them something they haven't had in a long time, and that's a number 1 corner. While opposite him, they're going to go with Alfonso Denard, who, if he's staying out of trouble, he can be an impact on the field. His problem is he's always in trouble off the field. At safety, it's Devin McCourty, who looked more comfortable once he moved to safety, was giving up fewer big plays and allowed him to make more big plays and turnovers. Now here's the interesting starter. At strong safety, it's going to be a reclamation project in Adrian Wilson. He's coming off a couple injury seasons that were ruined in Arizona. Their Patriots are looking to have him bounce back, sort of like what Rodney Harrison did. Now he's a few years older than Harrison when he first came over to the Patriots in 2003. On special teams, they've got the consistent consistency of Stephen Gutowski, he's one of the best kickers in the AFC, and they can feel confident every time he takes a kick. Meanwhile, punting is going to be a competition in camp. The incumbent Zoltan Mesko is trying to keep his spot from two-time Ray Guy Award winner for best punter in the NCAA for the past 2 years, Ryan Allen. It's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top in that one. Well, returning the ball is going to be very interesting because they're going to be allowing McCourty and Edelman to focus more on their side of the football and signed Leon Washington from Seattle to be the primary return man. Overall, I think the Patriots are still going to find a way to win despite losing all their receivers and tight ends, and they're going to win. I think they'll win the division with a 10-6 record.